So by now, many of you know that Meg the Stallion, an Aquarius, and Nicki Minaj, a Sagittarius, are beefing. And these two signs usually go pretty well together. I have an Aquarius sun and a Sagittarius moon, and they mesh pretty well together. But in this case, there clearly is a problem. So I asked you guys, did you want me to pull cards on it? And you said yes. So I have the tea, and I'm going to spill every mother freaking drop. I'm going to spill it. Now, remember, guys, my readings are all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I get this information from the cards and my interpretation of what they mean. So, my readings are my own thoughts and do not reflect any other group or entity or person. Okay? So, viewer discretion is advised. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who wants to hear about this beef. Okay, if you want to get a reading done, please hit me up. Leave us a positive comment in the comment section, and all my information is going to be underneath this video, so you can easily find me. It is Aquarius season, so happy birthday to all my Aquarius. And if you want to send me a gift, my Cashapp, my PayPal, and my Amazon wish list are all underneath this video. So let's get started. Oh, by the way, every deck that I'm going to use in this video, as always, I'm going to put a link underneath this video at the very top so you can check them out if you want to purchase one of these decks. Now, I think certain ones are out of print, but I'll put the name if I don't have a link for it. So let's get started. This is Meg the Stallion. The second one is Nicki Minaj. And the third one right here is the Three of Pentacles, and that's the outcome. So let me go in order. Meg the Stallion. This is interesting to me because look at that ponytail. If you take a look at the thumbnail to this video, that's the same ponytail. She had the same ponytail, but I think it's a red color or something like that. So I immediately noticed that when I pulled it up, because the thumbnail is a picture of Meg and Nicki together. So at one point in time, they clearly was cool and something has occurred. So Meg's card is telling us that Meg's main concern is her paper, the pentacles. She get the goddess of pentacles. She worried about her money. She's worried about her career. And that's where her focus is. So this beef to her is just something that's part of the occupation. You know, it's just part of what happens when you are a celebrity. You have beef sometimes, you know, and not all of them, because I know certain people I've never heard have a beef before, but sometimes it does happen. So Meg is more concerned about her paper, and she sees this as just part of the industry. Now, Nicki, on the other hand, does not see it that way. She got the lover's card reversed. Now, when a lover's card is reversed, that means two things. Number one, she cannot stand Megan. This is real. This is not like a manufactured beef, because I used to always wonder back in the day if record companies manufactured these beefs so they could sell more records. And in some cases, I believe that they did. But in other cases, it's real beef. And according to this, she really don't like her. This is real dislike at this point. She used to like her because the lovers is reversed. That means that she used to like her and she don't anymore. And the other thing that this card means is that one of the reasons why she doesn't like her is because of what she said about her husband. Megan has a line in her song Hiss. And Hiss just came out a couple days ago. And there's a line in it that said, these bees don't, something about they don't like, it's not that they don't like Megan, they don't like Megan's law. And Megan's law is a law against SA. So Nicki's husband and her brother were both, I think, convicted of SA. And so Nicki took that personally. You know, shots fired. She took it as a shot. And I don't know what Megan meant by that line. I don't know if that's what she meant or she meant something else, or if it was just a cool rhyme that one of her ghostwriters came up with. I'm not sure because I don't even know if Megan wrote this song. You know, I don't know. They didn't tell us that part. But Nicki took it that way. And especially because it was coming at her loved ones, her husband, specifically the husband, maybe the brother too, but specifically the husband. And it's like, how dare you come at my husband? So she took issue to that. Now, this is where the problem comes in. Because of the fact that these two are beefing, now their fans, their stands, their, supporters, their audience is beefing. The Three of Pentacles is reversed. That's when two different, well, it doesn't have to be two different, but it's a community. It's when a community is not cooperating. So we all are kind of the audience. The audience is the community. Even though we're separated by, okay, I'm team this or I'm team that, but all together, we're just basically the audience. So the audience is upside down. People are fighting. I heard earlier today, this guy did a video and said that he had been doxxed. He did a video criticizing Nicki, and his information, his family's information got put out there. They're doxing people. They're calling people. They're making death threats. I mean, it's gotten crazy. So this card is this is real stuff, because the Three of Pentacles is not, the Three of Pentacles is reversed. So this is real stuff. This is a real problem. So the community is upside down. People are taking sides. People are jumping in it, and it's getting nasty. All right. Now let me give you their clarity cards. So this is Megan's ups and downs. So this is going to continue. This is not over. So we can expect to see a lot more of this, especially because of that Three of Pentacles. We're going to see a lot more of this, and it's going to get worse, actually, based on this Devil card. This is telling us that Megan is going to have ups and downs. This situation is not going to be fun to deal with, even though she sees it as just part of the business. The Wheel of Fortune also has to do with cycles. It's just another cycle. I think she had a beef with other people too, and so it's just part of those beefing cycles. Now, the problem comes right here. Nicki got the Devil card reversed. That means this is going to get violent. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get blown out of proportion. It's going to get evil. It's going to get negative. It's going to get bad. And we talked about a little bit about this before when we talked about the community fighting. I think they both need to squash this beef sooner than later, because if they don't squash this beef, this is going to drag on. Now, we know how the internet is. It's not going to drag on forever, but it's going to drag on. And that Devil card means that a lot of negative shit is going to happen. And if I was Nicki, I really would not co-sign this, because think about it like this. If somebody gets hurt, matter of fact, I wouldn't co-sign if I was either one of them, because think about if somebody gets hurt. If somebody gets hurt, let's say one of the fans gets hurt, this is going to be a bad reflection on them. It could be a direct reflection. Somebody could get sued. It could really get to that point, is what they're telling us in these cards. So this is something, if I was them, I would get my little, shoot your little shot, get your hit back, and move on, because this is going to get ugly for everybody involved. This is Meg's. This is Nicki's. And I have one more for the collective. The collective is us, the audience. So as you can see, these are pretty self-explanatory. The first card says that Meg is worried about her title. Meg is ambitious. She is an Aquarius. So she wants to have the title. She wants to raise up. She wants to be known as a great rapper. She's trying to be a shooting rising star. That's why I said she's concerned about her career. That's what she's concerned about, the title card. This is all about who she is and growing and becoming more of what she is. So she doesn't want to just be this, new rapper. She wants to be a legend. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. Nicki wants to hold on to her throne. That's another thing that goes in here. So we have, she's upset about her husband, but Nicki also wants to hold the throne. When you have been the, queen bee or whatever you want to call it, I don't know what they call her. I'm going to tell you, full disclosure, I know nothing about Nicki at all, other than what I see in the cards. I've never listened to her music, and I only hear bits and pieces online when it comes, from the shade room or something like that. But I don't know anything about her, other than that. I know a lot more about Meg than I know about her, because I actually listen to Meg's music. Not all of it, but there's a couple of songs that I really do like. So Nicki wants to maintain the throne. I've seen Nicki on award shows. I've seen her getting Grammys. I've seen her do all those kinds of things, and she wants to hold the fame. She wants to hold the title. I get it. Meg wants the title, and she wants to hold the title. But what she doesn't understand is that she's going to lose the title. And not because Meg is better than her or not, because that's debatable. She's going to lose the title because people are watching her right now. And the ugly stuff that's happening right now, and the ugly stuff that has already happened, and the stuff that's going to happen in the future, people are going to be watching her. And people who normally would have supported her are not. Now, there are going to be some people who are going to be ride or die. We all know it's those types of people in the world. No matter what you do, they'll have your back. Usually it's your mama. But basically, there's people like that. She has fans, stands, whatever you want to call them, who are going to watch her back, hold her back no matter what. But powers that be, and some of those fans are going to be like, you know what, this is too ugly, this is too much. I'm not supporting this. And that's going to be the bottom line. Now look at this right here. This is the collective. We're upside down. They're telling us not to be led. See that? Led by. Do not be led by. Do not be led by this bullshit. Okay? Do not get involved with this bullshit. Don't start fighting and doxing people and arguing with people online. They're telling us not to do that. Let these two deal with their beef between the two of them. They don't need all of us jumping in it. They don't need an audience. I mean, we can watch it. We can laugh and tee-hee at the tea, but this is not something that's going to be funny. I remember when Biggie and Tupac got, deleted from the planet. And it was kind of the same thing. It was this negative beef. It was going on for a long time. Next thing you know, they're both not with us anymore. This has the potential to go to that level if people feed it with negativity, feed it with energy, and that kind of stuff. So what they're telling us is don't feed it. It's one thing to watch the tea and stand back, but it's another thing to be doxing people. It's another thing to be fighting with people online. It's another thing to be getting, into these beefs and stuff like that. They're telling us that's bad. That's stupid, number one, because it makes no sense for us to be harming each other because our favorite rappers are arguing with each other. That doesn't make any sense. And they're telling us to not get caught up and led by the negativity. Now we're going to look at their archetypes. I wanted to see who they are. Okay, so I got 2 for each of them. So this is who Megan is, her first card. And this is who Nicki is in her first card. Now, in Megan's first card, you're going to see she's the knight. So she's going to deal with this situation with honor. And I'm not saying she's not going to have a sarcastic mouth because Aquarius got a smart mouth. We're going to say some hot shit. So she is going to say hot shit. But what I'm saying is that she's not going to go to the gutter with it. She's not going to go to the level of trying to, do some of the things that I've heard about. She might talk shit. She might say some lyrics. She might do some diss videos. I mean, I could see stuff like that happening from this card. But basically, she's not going to hit so far below the belt. She would not go to violence. She would just more so try to make it profitable. 9 times out of 10, she might try to monetize it, something like that. She's not going to go to the gutter with it. Nicki has the warrior reversed. So that means that she's going to be trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. So she's going to try to win this beef and maintain her throne at any cost. She don't care what she say. She don't care who she hurt. Look at the bottom one. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. She's not going to care who she hurts. And it's one thing to hurt your enemy, but it's another thing to bring in other people. And they have both brought in other people. According to, what we've heard, Meg brought in possibly her brother and her husband, possibly. I don't know which one she was talking about, if either one. But that's how Nicki's taking it. And Nicki's not going to care. She's not going to care about that. She's going to attack her in every vicious possible way that she can because, like it says there, she's going to be indifferent and she's going to want to maintain her crown. Meg more so is going to have the teacher energy. This is somebody who's going to use their skills, their wisdom, and their experience. So she's going to probably make some diss track. She'll probably make another song. Whatever skills she has, whatever wisdom she has, whatever knowledge she has, whoever she can get to help her, that's how she's going to deal with this situation. She's going to use that energy to deal with this. And Nicki also got this card. It came up reversed. So this is also the addict card. So there is some truth to this one as well. It came up reverse. So what that's telling us is that some of what is happening is because Nicki is going to be either getting high, drinking, whatever the case is. Yeah, that's definitely there. But that's not all. This card goes deeper than just some substances. Look at the bottom of this. Compromises integrity and honesty. So she will integrity. She'll do anything. She'll lie. She'll do whatever she got to do. Allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So she's letting this negative energy take over her actual spirit. Now, the interesting thing about that card is that what it's telling us is that not only is she addicted to, whatever she's using, because I'm not going to say it's anything wrong with her with recreational use, okay? If you want to smoke, you want to drink, you want to do your thing, fine. But it's gotten to the point where it's causing problems. And one of the things that she's addicted to that's not a substance is this drama. She's addicted to this drama. She's addicted to this negative energy. That's why every so often we see her in another beef. She's addicted to it. It keeps her relevant. It keeps her fame. You know what I'm saying? It's not just something that she does because, she has no choice. Oh, I can't help these beefs. There's a part of her that's addicted to the beef, addicted to the drama. So they have two very different motivations going on here, but problematic nonetheless. Then I asked, let me see. I asked them to tell us about the overall situation. And these cards, again, are very disturbing, okay? The first card there is the evil eye. And the card says there's a need for protection. So there's a lot of negative energy going to come out of this. Pure evil. I would call it evil. Some of the things that are going to be said, some of the things that are going to be done, it's evil. It comes from a place of evil. And they're telling us, like I said before, not to get involved in this evil energy that's going to be going around. There are going to be messages. So we're going to see more messages. We're going to see more back and forths. This card is a good one because it's talking about like calling upon the angels. So they're telling us to call upon the angels and bring positive energy into this situation. That's also what we have in that last one right here, the crystals card, the achievement, is saying that instead of them, both of them, they need to focus on their achievements instead of focusing on this stupid beef. So it's telling them focus on your achievements. Nicki has things to focus on. Meg has things to focus on. And they're telling them to focus on that instead. These cards, the first one is really disturbing to me because when it goes from being negative or bad or sad to evil, that's a really big jump. And the cards don't call everything evil. That's a very specific kind of connotation. That's a very negative energy. So I'm hoping that they will see that and like kind of encourage their fans, because that's what I would do. If this was my subscribers, I would encourage y'all to chill. Okay? I would encourage y'all to chill. Like, don't be beefing. That we're not going to be fighting. Everybody calm down. That would be me. And that's what they need to do because, like I said, this is going to get to the point of nastiness. Then I asked the goddess what advice they have for these two ladies. And what we got here from Meg is Oya, the storms. So they say in here that she's going to have to weather this storm. We saw that earlier in her card. This is going to be a storm. She's going to have to weather the storm. It's also going to be changes that are going to come about. Like, they're telling me that the internet is very fickle, and this beef will be hot, and it'll be a hot topic for a young minute till people get bored with it. So different things are going to keep happening to keep on amping it up and hyping it up, but eventually it's going to blow over like every storm does. Storms, they don't stay forever, they come, they give us some rain clouds, they go about their business. So they're saying that Meg is going to have to just weather the storm. And I think that she is. Oya is a Orisha who's very fierce. So I think she's going to be able to weather this storm, go through some things because of it, and come out on the other side. Nicki's advice is to tap into more positive energy. So instead of being addicted and getting off on the negativity, to tap into more positive energy, more joy, more happiness. They told her to spend more time with her child. You see the kid right there? Spend more time with her child, spend more time with her family, maybe have another baby. Who knows? But they're telling her to focus her mind away from this drama because honestly, this is really, I mean, Nikki's got to be almost my age. So it's like, come on. She might be like, I'm thinking 10 years younger than me. So it's like, come on. We got to, all of us got to come away from this vibration. And they're recommending to her, go towards happiness, go towards joy, go towards positive things, go towards peace. I did a reading on her one time before, and they said that Nikki was generous with people that she cared about. And I remember saying in that reading that she really should move towards like doing things to help children, foundations, stuff like that. Things that she cares about. It's time to come away from beefs and negativity and all this dumb stuff and channel it in a more productive and positive way. So the goddess is saying that if she would do that, she would find herself happier and in a more joyful space, and she wouldn't care about this dumb stuff that goes on. So it's one of those kind of things. And the outcome card is for us. This is for us as the collective. This celestial card here, celestial alignment, this told us to really focus on positive energy again. They said we should be praying for this situation. Or those of us that are prayers, those of us who send positive energy, those of us who believe in that kind of thing, we should be sending positive energy to this situation because it has the potential to be a catastrophe. So if you are the kind of person that believes in that kind of thing, I would send positive energy to this whenever you think about it, because that's what they're telling us to do as a collective. So instead of engaging in it and giving more bad energy, more negativity, taking sides and fighting over it, they're saying pray for them to work this out and let this be something that just ends and, blows over like the winds of change. Let it just blow over. And it has the potential to do that, but the more people hype it up and jump in it and fight other people, it can get really bad. So I'm just going to tell you guys, please, please, please enjoy the tea all you want to, but don't fight with other people about it because this has the potential to get really ugly. When I was young, I told you guys about the situation with Biggie and Pop. But when I was young, that was like one of the few times that something like that happened. And since then, it keeps happening. Every time I turn around, another rapper, usually it's a rapper, is gone. And I just feel like we as a audience feed a lot of that drama. So it's cool and everything. We all love some good tea. Who don't love some good tea? But my thing is that we have to be careful that it doesn't go from just tea and tea to people getting really harmed physically, emotionally, mentally. And that's on both sides. I don't think it's like something that, you can just like, oh, it's on one side. It's on both sides. We all have to be conscious of that. Okay? So that is the tea, my dears. Now, do me a favor. There is a video that just popped up on your screen. Please check that one out if you like this video. And come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.